W equals minus 1 plus root 3i is a complex number. We want to write W in polar form. Here is W on the Argand diagram. You can see that the real part of W is minus 1. The imaginary part is the square root of 3, which is a number between 1 and 2. To one decimal place, root 3 is actually 1.7. As we've seen before, any complex number x plus yi can be written in this form, which is called polar form. Polar form involves the distance of the complex number to the origin, denoted by r, and angle theta, which is measured anti-clockwise from the positive x or positive real axis. So we explained this in a previous video. You just use some basic trigonometry to prove this result. And also the cast rule, because we're dealing with an obtuse angle here. So the sine is positive in this quadrant, but the cos is negative. This part will be negative, it's minus 1. And this part will be positive. This part must work out to be plus root 3. So anyway, we need to find r and theta. R we find from Pythagoras' theorem. R is the square root of the real part squared plus the imaginary part squared. So the real part of the complex number is x, the imaginary part is y. So in this case, x is minus 1, y is root 3. So we're going to get the square root of 1 plus 3, which is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So the modulus of w, which is the distance of w to the origin, is root 2. Sorry, is 2. That's r. Now how do we find theta? Well, we normally don't get theta directly. We start by getting this angle here. This is called a reference angle sometimes. I will call this angle A, and A is part of a right angled triangle. The side opposite A, this distance is root 3. The side adjacent to A, which is this distance here, is 1. So we see that the tan of A is opposite over adjacent, root 3 over 1, which is root 3. And we can find A. We get A equals 60 degrees. So knowing that A is 60 degrees, we work out 180 minus 60 to find theta. So the obtuse angle theta is 120 degrees. So now we can write our complex number in polar form. R is 2, theta is 120. You can always check this on your calculator. If you multiply 2 by the cos of 120 degrees, you should get minus 1. If you multiply 2 by sine 120, you should get root 3, plus root 3.